What is going on, my YouTube ninjas, aka Ninja Nation? It is your boy HR. I'm back in the building, back with another video. And today, guys, hopefully everybody had an amazing Thanksgiving holiday. I know Thanksgiving was a couple of days ago, last week. Hopefully you guys were safe while doing so, while visiting your family and friends. I know we continue to have a lot of COVID cases go up on a daily basis. But please, guys, please continue to stay safe out there, and I promise you we will get through this together. If you guys have not yet done so, please subscribe to my channel. But with that being said, let's get into this video, guys. I'm going to introduce y'all to somebody who's very special to me. I know everybody has that special someone, that special person in their life. And I'm going to actually introduce you guys to that very special someone right now. You guys ready? You ready to meet her? I'm excited to introduce you guys to her. Ready? Ready? Bam! So this is Maui, guys. Maui, I've had Maui since she was a puppy, since she was roughly about 9 to 10 weeks old. She is a 6-year-old, 4.5-pound Chihuahua. Maui actually suffers from reverse sneezing. Maui actually suffers from reverse sneezing. I know at first when I heard it, what is she? I'm actually going to put her down now and let her go up on her way, but just wanted to introduce you guys to her, let you meet her. Anyway, go. But yes, Maui's been suffering from reverse sneezing, guys. When I first heard her do this is when she was a puppy. I wasn't exactly sure what it was that was going on, but I had taken her to the vet anyway to get her shots, and I had addressed the concerns of my vet. And she said it was normal for small breeds to have a little bit of wheezing going on, which she never did it all the time. So to me, it was no big deal. A couple months ago, maybe for the past 6 months, she was doing it a little bit more and more. And I did not know what it was. It just sounded, the wheezing that she had when she was a puppy to what she has now was completely different. That sound was completely louder. It was lasting a little bit longer. And she wasn't getting through it like she was when she was a puppy. When she was a puppy, she was having the little wheezings here and there, just every now and then, very once in a blue moon kind of thing, and it only lasts for a few seconds. Recently, I didn't know what was going on. There was no change in her diet. There was no, I wasn't feeding her anything she shouldn't have eaten. The only thing that I could know is that I did adopt a dog, but I didn't think that was the cause for it. But of course, with everybody, us as well, we have allergies during certain seasons, so that was actually something that was triggering her reverse sneezing. I took her twice to the vet. I didn't know what was going on. The first vet told me, oh, you're describing this. What you're describing is reverse sneezing. It's okay. Don't worry about it. And I didn't. What reverse sneezing is, if you guys have not heard reverse sneezing, it's kind of, you can hear your dog inhale air like through their nose, kind of like very fastly. When I first heard it, I did not know what it was. I thought she was actually having like a mini asthma attack because she was doing it. It was so loud, and it was going on for about a minute and a half, which actually concerned me because I wasn't sure what was the deal, because she had never done it like that for that long period of time. So the vet told me it was reverse sneezing, not to worry about it. She'd be okay. If I wanted to, they could do X-rays. But I chose not to do X-rays. But for one, she wasn't doing it, so she was very healthy. Maui's actually very healthy. Her heart sounds great. Her lungs sound great. So there was no really concern for the vet to do X-rays, even though she did give me the option. If I wanted to do X-rays, I could do it. I chose not to, just because it wasn't happening so much. A few months later, or not a few months later, about a month later, I took her to the vet again, this time a different vet. And I'm like, man, I don't know what's going on. I know the vet I took her to said it was reverse sneezing. I seriously doubt that. So I reached out to a few friends, and a friend of mine suggested the vet that she goes to. I took her to that vet. And I actually took not a video, but a sound snippet of what it was actually sounding like. And I showed it to the vet. I played it to the vet. And of course, was reverse sneezing. The vet actually vets don't actually know what causes reverse sneezing. And for me, it was kind of scary. Like I said, us either you're a parent, you have your dog mom, a dog dad, you have your fur babies. You guys, they're your kids. You want to take care of them, make sure that they're healthy, they're eating right, and they're getting all the nutrition and what they're getting all the nutrition that they need, especially with our kids as well. We want to take care of our kids and make sure they're doing fine. They're eating right. They're healthy and so on and so forth. The same with our pets, with our animals. They're our kids, so we need to make sure that they're well taken care of as well. So yes, so my vet did tell me reverse sneezing, but of course vets don't know exactly what causes reverse sneezing. I wasn't sure if it was something that was bothering her nasal cavity that was causing the reverse sneezing. But from the time that I took her to the first vet visit to the time that I switched vets and I took her to the vet that my friend recommended, Maya was actually doing reverse sneezing every day. Every day in the morning when I was getting up, getting ready for work, and of course later on in the evening when I'd come home from work. So I wasn't sure if it was just the excitement of getting up in the morning, getting the day started, knowing that she was gonna go out to go potty, and when I come back home as well, she was always constantly having these reverse sneeze attacks. I don't really want to use the word attacks, but of course she was having the little reverse sneezing. That was she was doing on a daily basis. And when it started happening on a daily basis, the twice a day, from what I've heard, I don't know from the time that I was gone from work to the time I got back if she was having those symptoms as well. But she might have had those symptoms going on as well during the day. But I, of course, me not being home, wasn't familiar or didn't hear those reverse sneezings that she was doing. So I took her to the vet. My vet actually recommended that I actually give my dog Benadryl or any kind of antihistamine to see if that actually helped with whatever was causing the reverse sneezing. So I went to my local grocery store. So if you guys are from Texas, we have HEBs for the most part throughout Texas. And I went in and I picked up a children's allergy relief bottle. This is cherry flavor. So this is a cherry flavor antihistamine for kids. So the kids antihistamine actually roughly has about 5 milligrams? Yes, it's a very small dose of so 5 milligrams per milligram. So it's a 5 ml, and I've been giving her this. When I first got it, I gave it to her once a day for 3 days, 3 or 4 days straight, at night before she went to bed. Before I went to bed, I gave her 5 milligrams. Also, while I was at the store, I picked up a syringe. So you'll need actually a syringe to actually give him this. Since my weight is about 4.5 pounds, the vet recommended for me to give her a 2 ml. Now, the reason why I chose the children's one, because for one, Maui's a smaller breed. She doesn't weigh as much. So the 5 ml is perfect for her because it's an adult size is 25 milligrams or milliliter, or is it? Yeah. The adult one is it's a 25 ml. So if you have a bigger pound dog or a bigger dog, bigger breed like a shepherd or a bulldog, boxers, things of that nature, of course you'd probably want the adult size one, or for the one for adults, just because it's a larger dosage and you only have to give them so much. Now with Maui or any kind of small toy breed, Chihuahuas, Poodles, Shih Tzus, whatever, I do recommend the children's one just because the mLs aren't as strong in it, and it's 5 ml. So I did pick up the children's one in a cherry flavor. You can get the cherry flavor or whatever flavor you guys decide. And even though the vet recommended a 2 ml, I only give Maui about 1.5 ml of this very small dosage. Even though I know her body can handle the 2 ml, I just didn't want to give her that much, especially since I've never given her an antihistamine. Now, since I've actually been giving her the antihistamine, I gave it to her for about 2 weeks. I gave it to her for about 3 to 4 days at night before I went to bed, and then I didn't give it the rest of the week. And then again, I would give it to her at the beginning of the week when I originally gave it to her. So I believe I started giving it to her on a Tuesday. So I went Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I didn't give it to her Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. And then, of course, again, I did it again on Tuesday for about 3 or 4 days. Again, about 1.5 mLs that I actually gave her at night before we went to bed. And since then, guys, I have actually amazed. She has not had any more reverse sneezing. Now, my other dog, the one that we did adopt, she does have a lot of sneezing. She did have a lot of sneezing going on as well. So I didn't know that was something kind of like the something in the air, the like allergies, like we get allergies. So I gave her some as well. She's a little bit heavier dog. She's about 10 pounds, or sorry, she's 15 pounds. So I give her a little bit more. But that also took care of the sneezing as well. So she no longer sneezes as well. And since I gave Maui the antihistamine for 2 weeks, I actually had not heard her do a reverse sneeze in a while. Actually, she did a reverse sneeze a couple nights ago, and I gave her just another dose, another 1.5 ml of the antihistamine, and that actually took care of that. And I have not heard her do any reverse sneezings for that. So, guys, if you hear your dog sneeze or they have reverse sneezing and the vet's told you it's reverse sneezing, I do highly recommend go out there and get an antihistamine for your dog. It doesn't have to be name brand antihistamine. It doesn't have to be a Zyrtec or Benadryl. You can get the generic brand like I did. This is the HEB brand. You can get a Walmart brand. You get the Target brand. Whatever brand, whatever stores you guys have out there. Definitely, I do recommend this. Took care of my problem, so thankfully, it wasn't a serious problem, and just a couple nights of giving her an antihistamine that took care of the reverse sneezing. Thankfully, like I said, guys, if you have a smaller breed under, like Maui always only weighs 4.5 pounds. If you have a small breed like her, small toy breed, I definitely recommend you getting the children's allergy relief, Benadryl or Zyrtec, or whatever generic brand that your store sells. Of course, if you have a bigger large breed, of course, get the adult, the one for adult. But guys, that's gonna do for me. I just wanted to share this with you guys. I know there's a lot of people out there that actually give their dogs antihistamines, but a lot of people are uncertain or unsure if they should actually give their dog antihistamines. By all means, guys, get with your vet first before giving her an antihistamine. But of course, it's not going to hurt your dog in any way. Just be sure that you give them the right dosage of this. So if your dog weighs 25 pounds and you get an adult size, the antihistamine for adult, you just give them 1 milligram, 1 ml, because 1 ml is going to equal the 25 mLs that's in the bottle that you get per teaspoon or tablespoon. But yeah, and of course, if your dog weighs 5 pounds, go ahead and give them 2 ml or 2.5 ml. Whatever's more convenient for you guys, whatever you guys think it's appropriate or fair for the size of your animal or for the size of your dog. But that's gonna do for me, guys. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next time. Peace.